The battle over firefighter pay continues here in the city of Houston. A labor settlement still hangs in the balance after City Controller Chris Collins decided to pause the deal. Now, Collins says he needs more time to review the settlement. The terms negotiated between the firefighters union and Houston Mayor John Whitmire, if approved, would be deliver a lump sum of $650 million for 8 years of back pay. My next guest is here to weigh in on the matter. Joining us here on The Factor, Councilmember Tiffany Thomas. So will this come up for a vote tomorrow during City Council?
Well, it's anticipated. The Controller Collins decided not to certify the item, which means Council doesn't have an opportunity to vote or tag, delay, or have discussion. So we're anticipating that the item will be on agenda for tomorrow, so we can have discussion at the bare minimum, tag the item.
Now, the Controller Collins had some questions. What were some of those questions? Obviously, he submitted those to City Council and also to the administration. Did you get a chance to look at those questions, and what were his concerns?
Absolutely. So my colleague and I, Councilmember Pollard, we submitted to the administration a series of 10 questions twice. To this day, the administration still has not responded to our second letter. Controller Collins submitted 44 questions, very detailed, outlining the back pay agreement, and the administration responded today, later this afternoon. And so it's so detailed, I haven't had an opportunity to fully digest it. But some of the conversation we've been having at Council, at the Budget and Finance and the Labor Committee, raising questions around random drug testing. All of our municipal employees, City of Houston employees, must receive random drug testing. In the CBA, they removed that clause. Later today, that clause was put back on the agreement for us to vote on. And so I think it raises additional questions where council members have been asking and inquiring, can we adjust this deal? Because there's still some things that many of us are not comfortable with.
And when you say adjust the deal, are you talking about some of the components of the deal, or are we talking about the money or how the money is paid out?
All of the above. I mean, when we look at the financial stability of the city, we have to investigate and interrogate every component of the deal. But I want to be clear about one thing. The conversation about the value and the contribution our public safety officials offer to the city is never on the table.
Absolutely. Ever
on the table. We don't have enough money to financially support their contribution. When you look at disaster recovery, fires, helping seniors, what they're doing right now. But this is about moving forward in the next 30 years and the obligation Houstonians will have to pay without a public vote. And that's what's a significant piece of this agenda item.
And when we look at this agreement that was reached between the firefighters union and the administration, did it come too soon? Are we able to pay for it? Or what questions do you have as a member of City Council?
Well, I don't think we have the funds to pay for it. And listen, I've been a black woman all my life. And when a black woman say we ain't got it, trust to say that we ain't got it. And when we do have it, we may not have it for that. And so I think that if we were having an open conversation about negotiation, the firefighters do deserve back pay. That's not without question. We're not questioning that. They also deserve a raise moving forward. But the 5-year obligation ties the city's hands. The additional incentive ties the city hands. And the $650 million is a debt. So the first payment of the debt is $35 million for over 30 years. I'll be 72 years old when we're done paying this bill. So when we're talking about Houston being affordable, Houston being the city where if you're here by choice or by circumstance, you should be able to participate in certain opportunities in this city. My fear is that with this deal, it'll change that story of the narrative in the city.
If you were a betting woman, do you see this passing tomorrow?
I believe Mayor Whitmire has the votes. I believe he does. You know, earlier today, he was encouraging me to come on his side. And who wouldn't? I mean, who wouldn't want me on their side? Who wouldn't? But I do think that he understands that we're asking questions that need to be raised. He's not offended by that. And I think it allows us to talk openly to the public because they have questions that we have been unable to answer in a public setting.
All right. We want to thank you for joining us here on The Factor, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. Absolutely.